All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Set 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Check three, check three, check three.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey. High set.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Riley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10-2 saw. Hey.
Check.
Bravo.
Check.
Hit it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Win championships, baby.
80 weapon.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Man, I
got it.
Second and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Come on,
now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they said this week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself in there.
They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown. Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Go.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, go.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some trouble.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check Mike.
Watch out.
Watch out.
80.
Hey, exit.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid.
Handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
180.
Mike, 44. I got you, punk.
Rosen off the play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a big one.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Crunch. Switch.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the backer.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight to the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen.
You ain't going nowhere.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
All day, baby.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Look, squeeze.
Switch. Tight dog. You go. You got tight.
Hey, orbit.
Right there.
Let go.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Riley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
On the ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you.
Get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the run. It's out, baby.
Hey, zoom.
Shoot.
Lee Gripper.
Back to throw here.
Hey, I'm coming.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and
Come on,
football
set.
players, but
50,
let's
plant.
adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball just a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, they're scared. Check 26.
On second down, it's Daniel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here we go.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch run.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
On second down now. It's Daniel. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down. Check. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, watch it.
Running game working. Now stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Boom, bust stop.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down, it's Daniel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Let's go, fellas.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try out the drive.
And I would think they have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood. Yes.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go.
Second and 9 now. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight.
Hey, Delta.
We got 4. We got 4.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Daniel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
Now a give, right side. Daniel. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they brought their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
We go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's easy work.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just an inspirational speech. Who knows? Looks like they're ready to go.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Let's go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Get in the weight room. 36, 36.
Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You want to understand, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Oh, yeah!
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This time, Rosen will throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 49. Monday.
Watch the shit.
On 3rd down, it's Daniel. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also...
And it's a back down, 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Sam on. Ready.
From the midfield strike, they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Riley. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Keep it up.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Rosen. His running back, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
180. Alert. We own them.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Come on, guys. We got this.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Daniel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
That's it, baby.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action here, throws it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Boom! Big hit.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Set. 70. Indy.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rosen.
Kill, turn up.
Flush to his right. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Set. 180.
Mike spoke. I got wide. Check.
First down, Daniel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Set up. 180.
20. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Yes.
Get it.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you apply it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know you feel that.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Okay, break.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes,
Set,
and he's
ready,
taking advantage of it right
read.
now, but that shouldn't be a
Recon,
surprise.
152 fighter.
Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Charlie.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Riley. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Target. Right there, 54. 54.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Riley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Here's Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Go!
Check 55, Mike.
You gonna see me in your go. You gonna
look
see
to throw
me in
here.
your
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Tillery in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Ready up.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
54 is
Two draw Corkers.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go.
Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go, boys.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Ready.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Come on, boy. Hey, Alpha. You got me,
Again, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Let's go.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Go.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now.
He'll look to throw.
Get this.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
180.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.